Can you kind of bring us up to date? It's been a while since we've seen you, as far as like how many practices there have been and where kind of the team is right now.
Sure. Well, you know, we've had some problems with practicing because of the fires and campus being closed and then finals week. So we've had some meetings, but have not been able to practice. So today will be our first day back out there, and we figure we'll have 8 practices to be able to get ready for this bowl game. So it'll be 2 full weeks, or 7 practices. I guess we'll go every day. So it'll be 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 8 full practices. So that's usually 4 normal, and we'll meet, you know, 2.5 hours every day. So we should feel good for that.
You'd mentioned Josh had been throwing. Were those just kind of like informal workouts where?
No, so when we had a couple practices before the fires began, and he threw there.
Okay.
Yeah, we were fully dressed for those practices, and then we'll kind of let him perform today, and then the rest of the week. And obviously, quarterbacks don't have contact, so we can continue to assess that, you know, with when the contact occurs. But right now, he'll just practice as well as everybody else.
So you're still assessing whether he'll play in the game?
Yeah, we have to see. You know, right now we're planning on him playing, and you know, he's just going to take all the reps as such, and then he has to clear contact by the doctors at some point in time.
What other players? Are there any other players that aren't academically qualified to play in the bowl game?
As of right now, the grades are not posted yet, so my plan is that everybody's going to be able to play. If something changes, we'll know that sometime between now and 5 p.m. on the 25th. We find out from the academics.
Are there any of the long-term guys that might be able to come back, like Nate Starks, Dickerson, who are?
No.
Okay.
Nope. None of those guys will be back for the game.
How has this whole process kind of gone? Obviously, you know, there's been the coaching change, the fires, lots of distractions. How has the team kind of persevered and forged ahead through all
Yeah,
this?
I said to Chip the other day, I said, you know, there's nothing in the interim head coach manual about how to handle wildfires and some of the other things that occur, and we're laughing about it. But you know what, our guys have handled a lot this month, or these last 4 weeks, I should say. So it's just been a couple obstacles that we see as challenges, and we are now in championship week, and there's going to be, what are there, 32 bowl games? So there'll be, you know, 32 champions, and we want to be one of those 32 champions, and we're going to end this season doing everything we can to do that.
How's the dynamic with kind of the transition between the two coaching staffs, like with the new guys coming in? How's that been around the
We've been the new guys have been focused on recruiting, and so we haven't really had much communication there. And the guys that are focusing on game planning have been focusing on game planning, and that's kind of how the dynamics work. So it's been fine.
Has there been any? Have you come up with a final determination on what your status is?
No.
At UCLA with the staff?
No, my full focus is on coaching. As of today, from now until the 26th, my full focus and will be on coaching this team to win the game.
There was a report there was some interest as offensive coordinator at Missouri. Have you been contacted by them?
You know, there's going to be a bunch of teams that are out there. There'll be some rumors out there, but really I want to just focus in on these guys right now. And then when the time is right to talk about the next move, I will be sure to let you guys know what that will be.
What's kind of the guy's mindset right now, would you say? I mean,
I don't know. We're going to meet at 1 o'clock. But when we meet at 1 o'clock, their mindset will be that we're going to go win a championship. And we're going to do everything we can to do that, everything we can to be 7-0 at home. We are the home team. And we're going to do everything we can to have a winning record and do everything we can to finish this season off with a bowl win. That'll be our mindset. If they don't want to have that mindset, they won't make the trip.
And who's coaching linebackers and DBs, and how's that going, that transition? How's that?
So we have our graduate assistants and Coach Bradley. Fortunately for us, you know, Coach Bradley's on his 340th year of coaching. So he's able to coach all position groups and has done that in all of his years. I mean, Coach Bradley has coached D-line, has coached linebackers, and has coached secondary. So Angus is here as well. So Coach Bradley will probably take on more of a role with the linebacker core. We have Dalton Hilliard here, who's been in all the DB meeting room. We have Kyle Weiss, who's been in all the linebacker meetings. And those guys will be the day-to-dayers with Coach Bradley, and that's how we'll make that thing work.
When you look at Kansas State, what have you seen? They obviously finished the season pretty strong. The challenges that they kind of.
Well, they're a good football team. They're everything that you would expect a Coach Snyder team to be: tough, physical, disciplined. They do things right. They always have good players. We played them when I was the offensive coordinator in Miami in 2011 and 2012. We had one great game against them where there was a goal line stand. On the one, we had one game that we couldn't get a first down, I don't think. It was terrible. So they're a very, very good team. They have some really good players. Their offense, they run the quarterback. Quarterback's going to be a big part of that. Defensively, they're going to do what they do, and they're going to do it really well. So we're going to have a nice challenge there. But really excited about the opportunity. Excited for our guys. They've played this team in 2014 in the Alamo Bowl. So they have some idea and some familiarity of the type of team that we're going to play, the toughness, the discipline, the mentality, and we're going to bring that same toughness.
Do you know if there are any underclassmen who kind of submitted some initial draft paperwork to the NFL?
We do not know how that works. We send in some paperwork to see how they feel, where you would feel you get drafted. Then they kick back some information. We haven't gotten that yet.
You submit that on their behalf? Is
Yeah.
that how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's 5 players on every team that you're allowed to submit, and then they let you know. The new rule is they give you a first round, a second round, or stay in school. Those are the 3 things. It used to be first, second, 3 through 7, but they've just changed it. But have not gotten any results, and we don't talk about who we submitted.
That's good.
Awesome.
I got one more.
Sure.
I mean, with Oregon, I don't know if you watched that game, but it seemed they were kind of disjointed in their bowl game. Obviously, they have kind of a similar upheaval going on.
Yeah.
How big of a challenge is it to kind of keep that kind of tunnel vision of the bowl game and everybody staying on the same page when there's a lot of moving parts with the program?
Yeah, I didn't get to see that game. But I will say that with that, we already played a game. You know, that was their first game. They had some changes that occurred during their bowl prep. Our changes occurred really that Sunday of Cal Week. We played in the game. We've gone through the gymnastics and how we're going to handle ourselves. We do have a couple of coaching staff changes that have occurred, but you know, these 8 days, I feel as if we're going to get ourselves in position to hopefully, you know, have smooth sailing for the game and everybody do their job the way we expect them to do it.